All right, we're back in Rusted Lands. In Game 3, this is Game 4, Session 4, but in the previous game, I started off Game 3 in a Rusted Lands map. Game crashed, booted back up, and loaded into a different map, so it's good that we're back here. This will be the final game for this session. Clash is really challenging, so don't feel, I guess, bad. Don't feel really too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself on this map. Or not this map, sorry, on this game mode itself. Clash is very, very unclear. It's very messy. It's very chaotic. There's no structure to it. If you play solo, you'll probably run into a lot of people who are doing their own thing. And that's okay. It's Clash. Unlike Control, there are no zones, no flags to capture. So you kind of just have to do your best to stay alive and get the most kills to help your teammate. Your teammates win. Shotgun. And people coming down, maybe? Saw that nade. I'm waiting for the player to push in through the steps or to jump up top there, so that's why I'm standing here. I'm purposely standing still because I want him to know I'm here. But looks like I'm gonna get shot from the door. So my attention was drawn on, on the right side. I completely forgot to look left. That wasn't really my priority, and largely it was because I knew there was a teammate there. So I counted on the teammate on, taking care of that door for me, but, it's Clash, it's blueberries, I shouldn't be relying too much on my teammates like that, or at least counting that they will fulfill a role. In the past, I've given out, a tip to just use your teammates, use them to your advantage, and I know it's a little messed up, but really in Clash, when you're playing solo, that's probably one of the best things you can do, is just to use your teammates to win the game. Let's see here. Blow those fall. Yep. Nope. Nothing. Gonna slide up. There's usually someone coming out through that door frame. There's one. No one here. Two. So I would usually advocate to identify an area of the map you can control. In Clash, it's hard to just hold it in general, and there was a few games I played that didn't make the cut for this session, but it's just really hard to hold a zone because since there's no order, no structure, everyone's just kind of running out in each direction, and that forces the enemies to spawn in inconsistent parts of the map. Or not inconsistent, because they're spawning consistently in inconsistent parts of the map, but it's just very unpredictable. It's really unpredictable, and it's very hard to be certain of where they're going to be spawning. In this situation right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people kind of in that area of the map, so I can deduce that they're going to be spawning on this side of the map, which then means I'm out of position because they'll be coming in through that door. I want to be able to help my teammates out. But my whole team just got wiped. They just got wiped on that side of the map, so they're spawning here now, and we're a little bit close to the enemy, so we're going to have some gunfights coming up right now. I think that's the only one. I think the rest of the enemies went to that side of the map, which works in our favor because we have a Mida. I see that ghost. Okay. So as I was saying, holding zones in Clash is a little challenging sometimes because your teammates may be moving around too much or running around the map trying to chase the kill. Luckily, these guys are actually pretty aware of where we are. I think the reason I've been... Oh, I see this guy needs help. I think the reason I've been able to hold assembly line room for so long is because our teammates have been moving together, except for right now. I think we're about to lose it. Now we're going to lose heavy too. Damn. So there, I knew there was a smoke there. I felt a little bit sandwiched between the guy in the assembly and the tunnel guy, so I had to make a move. Either I push assembly, or I fight assembly, or I go for heavy and try to risk it. I played for heavy, triggered a smoke. Once I triggered a smoke, I knew heavy wasn't going to be an option, just because the smoke will prevent me from collecting heavy ammo or interacting with any other items. So I pressed forward, held forward, and moved on to fight the guy. And that's what led up to this engagement right here, where I just lost to a shouldering Titan. And now I'm back in spawn. I'm back at Broken Yard. We're going to move up to front yard. And I'm going to challenge assembly again, since we seem to have some sort of control over it. Yeah, most of our team's on this side of assembly. So I'm going to be playing down the tunnel here. And my goal right now is just to put shots in. I'm not trying to kill. I'll let my teammates do that. But we just lost our whole front line right there. So I'm going to back up and rotate and keep Midas length away from the enemy. And I just put like 6 headshots into 3 different guys. Which is a good thing, because then my teammates can clean them up. Okay, I'm gonna... that bow's gonna get me. Yeah, good bow. I was gonna mention that the problem with using a scout rifle or using some sort of long-range weapon is that... I wouldn't say by default, but naturally, by design, the scout rifle will slow you down. It'll force you to play a much more slower type of game. And because you're a much slower moving target, enemies will have more time to react and more time to think about where they want to move in relation to you if they're not using a similar loadout. Oh shit. Okay, one in front, one to the right. To the right now, moving here. There's at least 2. I know that. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And we're good. Thank you, teammate. See the outline of one down there in tunnel. Sliding out assembly. Running into broken yard. Jumping over broken. Took one down. There's one more. Jumping back. Oh, he's one shot. Nice. Oh, back into cover. Even though I'm not weak, being suppressed... Even though I'm not weak, being suppressed often means I can't use my abilities, so I wanted to just lose that effect before I slid out. There was a bit of a screen glitch right there where like I lost the suppress effect and then it came back. Or at least I thought I did, so... That's why that's how I kind of just stood still, because I tried to jump and I didn't go anywhere. So this guy's got an overshield, so that means we're gonna put some shots into him. This guy's got a sword. Let's kill the Jedi Knight or a Sith Lord. Sith Lords are my specialty. Excuse me. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. So we know there's 3 guys up ahead. One's half shields. Super pop. Let's get some high ground before we move. Oh, that guy's weak. So because that guy's weak, I felt a bit more confident in fighting it. Had the Stasis Titan been not weak, then my plan would have been to make some distance and then just pepper him with Midas shots until he got close enough to where I can switch to my secondary and then burn him with it. Heavy's coming up, so I'm going to slide down here into the tunnel. It's 1, 2. I'm going to try to play it. I'm going to claw. So if you look at my hand, I'm clawing. And that usually allows me to hold X and shoot. It does take some practice. So if you have like a regular standard controller, you can definitely use this as an alternative to have more control over your inputs. I'm going to toss a nade back there. There's multiple guys. Toss my knives. Got one. I think just got one. There's one guy in assembly and one guy below. It's 85-58, so we have the advantage. I'm not too worried about winning or losing right now. I just want to get kills. Midas really, or I guess scout rifles at 200 are really good at, you know, taking people down in a really short amount of time. But you really have to have that window of uninterrupted damage, right? Like, if that damage is interrupted, you're not going to get away with the kill. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. It's one. No! Good shot. I knew there was a guy somewhere around there. I thought he was gonna be up. That's what I was kind of looking up. But good shot on that guy. That guy played well. And that's what you should do whenever like there's a golden gun coming at you or around the area. That guy was really smart in crouching, so reducing the radar pings and just waiting, right? Because the golden gun, it's a really powerful ability, but you're a glass cannon. And so Golden Gun specifically, it's one of those supers that you don't really need Vorpal Weapon to win. You just kind of have to be in the right position at the right time. Oh, that guy's weak. Another cool thing you can do to Titans whenever they're weak, and I don't know if in this case it worked that well, but whenever there's a weak Titan, you can punch through the barricade if you're close enough, and if they're low health, that'll kill them instantly, and you win the fight. So for this game, this last session, or last game of the last session, let's see what we got. Okay. Medium of the leaderboard, so not bad. But, you know, Clash does require a bit more work on your end to be better. I hope that these games and this session in particular kind of showed just how to build that structure and just be a little bit more consistent. The goal is just to improve those habits and not be at the bottom of the leaderboard and just be a little bit at the top. And so over time, you'll develop the skills, habits, and decision-making processes necessary to just be more consistent and be in the top 3 range. And yeah, again, don't feel bad if Clash is a clusterfuck. It is. That's by design.